So the biggest thing that we're all seeking, and this word means a lot more to me now than it ever did, platform. Are you familiar with the concept, the term? And just if you're not, it's a combination of your brand. Again, we've all heard brand forever, and I didn't understand the power of brand until this past year, but it's your visibility, it's your know-how, it's who knows you, it's your contact list, your ability to get attention and create buzz. And whenever you hear about a celebrity, for example, who falls off the wagon, literally they're bankrupt, their life turns to solid hell, and a year later they're back on their feet and making hundreds of millions of dollars. And the best example would be like a Trump, for example, because he knows how to do his deal. It's his knowledge, and he understands how to negotiate. So it has nothing to do with money. It is power. In fact, platform is power, and the biggest lever you have. So if you're in a spot right now where you're earning, let's say, 5 or 10 or 15 or 25,000 bucks a year, but you can't function, are you going to continue to have income and revenue coming in? Okay? And if you aren't or won't, it's because you got no platform. But you could lose everything. The government could come in, you'd have a lien on your property, you lose all your bank accounts, blah, 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 blah. But if you've got a list, if you've got connections, you could reinvent yourself probably in 30 to 90 days, create a product or something, and generate, whether it's $500,000 or $3 million bucks. It's entirely possible if you have a platform. Fair enough? And I have no political affiliation whatsoever. I'm libertarian-minded, so the bottom line is relevant to me, which is freedom and independence. That's why I'm in business, and it's what drives me. It still does. The key is, how do you grow a platform as fast as possible, as powerfully as possible, that creates constant ongoing leverage, and that's what these strategies are about. So the first thing, something I've been using for years, are you familiar with the 10 by 10 by 4 strategy? Okay, not? Okay, that's fine. The basic idea is this. What you do is, if I sat down with you right now and I said, all right, how long have you been in business or doing what you're doing? Probably 3, 5, 10, 15, 25 years, right? And you get asked, if you're working with a client or a customer, you get asked the same questions over and over again. Yes? Okay? So if you just wrote down the top 10 questions you get asked all the time, how long do you think that would take to write down 10 questions that you get asked all the time? 5 minutes. Okay? It's pretty typical. In my experience, I do a little experiment where I actually do it live. Most people can write down 10 to 15 questions in 3 minutes. Okay? And I've actually done where I've spoken before. I'll do like a training where we'll speak, take a lunch break, and I challenge everyone, whoever comes up with the most questions during lunch, I'm going to give them some sort of a prize. I've had someone walk away and come back with 275 questions in an hour and 15 minutes. Take yourself out for lunch, write down all these questions, and you'll be surprised how much knowledge you have inside your mind. And if all you did is made individual videos over one by one, which are just question and answer, you're going to create as much content as you need to spread all over the world and get attention. So the slide that I have up here is what I recommend you do. Now, what I've been doing lately is I stand in front of a big screen TV, which you can get for about $400, put it on a stand or your wall, put up a slide that asks the big question with some bullets and a call to action across the bottom.